Part two. Here we go. Okay, so got the original PowerPoint here, and let's go ahead. Uh, okay, good. So let's go ahead and go to presentation mode. You can hear him talking, right? Maybe you can't. I don't know if you can. I can hear him talking. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to figure out, if he's ever pointing to the four here, because I want to fix this whole area. $1. Oh, you can't. You totally cannot hear the sound. I can see that. These are the most high value uses, is what he's saying. And in a free market, these users would outbid the other uses. Goods would flow from the low value uses to the high value uses. These would end up the uses that would be supplied in a free market. So this is great. I mean, this is actually very educational material. I'm sorry that you haven't been listening to it, that you couldn't actually hear any of it. So I'm just going through this, and I'm not gonna have you sit through all of this. So I'm gonna pause this, and I'm gonna continue recording after I verify whether or not he ever actually pointed to 4. Because if he hasn't, then we'll be able to do something clever with the 4. If he does point to the 4, then we're gonna have to do something with the price of gasoline, where we move it in a way that doesn't really get in the way of the 4, because it needs to remain here. But the way you currently have it on the other slide is a little weird. But anyway, I'll get back to you in just a second and let you know what I think. Okay, so I listened to it. He never actually points to the 4, so that's really good. We don't even need the 4 there, technically, but we'll keep it there because he had it there, and definitely don't want to mess up his PowerPoints and totally redo them. So what about taking this, aligning it right, getting this guy, moving him something like over here, and then there we go, putting him right up here. That red line on top, I believe, signifies that the header, we're getting close to the header, so it's a good location for it. Okay, and then the 4, well, we are just floating out there, so I'm actually going to make it even weirder and make it flow even farther out. I'm going to take one of these arrows, and I'm just going to make a copy and paste of it, and then I'm going to totally reformat it, and just do something like that. I think that works. Maybe move the 4 even a little farther out. So it kind of makes a little sense, right? It's like, okay, that's the $4 price point. Just move this guy a little bit more. And there you have it. It's one possible solution. I kind of like that one. I'll do that. The other thing we could have done is kind of spread it out so that it's written out, but that I think looks a little junky. So what we have here, you have this at a slightly smaller font at 16. Okay, because you did that, I would like to keep, I don't like that it's that much smaller. I don't know, like this looks really, really intense. From outbidding lower valued uses, result. Price controls runs highest valued uses from outbidding lower valued uses. Period. Interesting. I wonder if this might look better in 16 as well, and maybe a little space in between a result and that. I don't know if space just like that would work. Yeah. Price control prevents highest valued uses from outbidding lower valued uses. Results some oil flows to lower valued uses. Okay. I think that works. I think that works. Given that, it might make sense to kind of make everything 16 because now this is 16, this is 16. Let's see what that looks like if everything is 16. Okay, so here we go. Okay, we're doing it. 16. Whew. Okay. I think that works. I think that's good. That's good. Let's see if we can get this. No, definitely not. Okay, so we'll keep that there. Not willing to pay. Can drag that out to the end. Kind of almost want the parentheses to be below it. Least valued uses, not willing to pay even. I think that looks a little better, you know, with that break over there. Valued uses, supply. I think supply can be moved to be a little bit closer to the line over there, right? Just want to make beautiful graphs here. So I think that looks good. I hope you agree with me, but I think this looks a lot better. And my hope is that you'll start to develop that same kind of aesthetic. Why is it not even? Can't even deal with this thing here. High valued uses. Why is it? There we go. Highest value uses. Yeah. There's one line. Does it look better as one line? Does it look better as two lines? I don't know. That's a tough call. Okay. Everything that looks fine. This is good. Everything's nice and crisp, clear. This is good. This is a good slide. Okay. So then let's move on to the next one. I'm going to try to move quickly through these. Let's ignore. This is big. This is too big, Joanna. You are not following the style guide. 32. It's supposed to be 32. So now that it's 32, God, or it's 36. I think it's 32. We can space them out so it looks nice, nice and spacious. What does this symbol even mean? I'm gonna just extend the tail because it looks fat and ugly. Okay, I'm gonna move it down also because I think it means next slide. So I'm gonna have that there. That's silly. Might even remove that altogether. You know, I noticed that it's down here as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this to keep it consistent across the slides so I can paste it over there. No, I'm not going to do that actually because there might be animation linked to it. So here we are. You got the little 4 here again. So again, you'll want to check the video to make sure that it doesn't point to that and then kind of change it off to the side. If the gasoline goes to the highest value, you know, like in this case, you can, because I really want gasoline to be on that line. That looks bad. So I want to expand it a little bit. There we go. It's given by the green area. Gasoline goes to the highest valued uses. Consumer surplus is given by green area. Okay. Okay. Shortages, quantity. Everything was good. The only thing that looks bad is this thing over here. So that's the one thing that I would have you look and fix. Now this box and this box, they both don't have borders. They're like, I like the color of this box even more. So I would even change the color here to match that color. It's a little darker and it's a little more emphasized. So I would do that. So please go ahead and do that. Now you go here, and here you have the right size, 32, very good. Because the good is not necessarily allocated to highest value uses, Consumer surplus will be much less. How much less? Let's do some reasonable calculations. Let's see. So, okay, can move this guy down just as we did in the other slide. Expand the tail a little bit. Gosh. Can I not, like, keep it straight? What is going on? Well, hopefully you can keep it straight. And then I would add another line over here because you can. You have plenty of room. So that kind of just makes it look a little nicer. Sweet, sweet. Okay. What do we have here? What do we have here? Oh, that's cool. You kind of have some space. This kind of works. I think this works. Considering it's pointing straight at it. I see that you don't have lined right because then the price per gallon would be a little weird. Okay. Okay. You know, I might do something different here actually. So I might do something like that instead. Oh, that looks weird. No. Let's see. Let's see. Gasoline. Why does it do that? Let's see. Price per gallon. Okay, I think that works. Maybe? Price of gasoline. Why is it not gasoline? Okay. Per gallon. That might work. Kind of like that better, actually. But it might make better sense to do something like that. My favorite thing, obviously, is to have it hug the line over here. So if you can move this over, if the animation allows it, then you should definitely do that. Let's see what we have here. Best case scenario, buying us the gallon valued at, I would make a space between these. I think that works. I think you can do that here as well. And these look better that way. Yeah, I think that looks good. Okay, so that's that. So next one, again, the box, by the way, maybe this is the green that you want to use. This doesn't look like it's bold, so you want to make that bold. Did you not make it bold because of that? Well, maybe you should just make it 17 instead. And again, you want to add a space between the equal signs, and I would move supply a little bit, so rest over the line a little bit. Here, same thing. If you can move it, but this looks all right. This looks all right. I would align it right if you can, and maybe move it. But this looks good. And on slide 8, yeah, you definitely want to. What is this? Oh, that's interesting because it's an uneditable box. Yeah, that's weird. Okay. So if you can, you can go to animations, and it's animation 0, which I think means that it appears here at the very beginning. Let's take a look down here. Let's see. We go to slide 8, and if it appears in the very beginning, this is the wrong slide. This is slide 9 over here. Okay. So if it appears in the very beginning, it doesn't. Yeah, it kind of does. So yeah, I think redo it. I think definitely redo that. That was a good question. Okay. Yeah, if you could rewrite that, then that would be clutch, and definitely not have that border in there. And otherwise, things look pretty good. Average value equals 2.0. I'm running out of time here. I'm not going to make a third video. But here I changed this to a lighter yellow. Make sure that this font is Century Gothic because